On Answers for Living, let's examine the engagement period of Mary and Joseph. The Jews of the first century saw marriage as the joining of two families. The stakes were high, and therefore parents would not leave the decision to marry to the whims of two teenagers. So Hebrew parents arranged the marriage for their sons and their daughters. But they did take into account the personal desires of their children. Now here is the order. Parents would agree that the son and the daughter would marry. There was a legal contract made between the two sets of parents. The marriage ceremony was arranged. The marriage contract was read at the marriage ceremony. Vows were made, tokens were exchanged, the families celebrated, and at the conclusion of the ceremony, the boy and the girl would enter into a betrothal period or an engagement period. It was to last no less than a month, typically lasted 1 year. During that engagement period, the newly married couple was husband and wife in every respect except they were to live with their respective parents and they were to refrain from having sexual relations. This interval of time between the vows served for three purposes. One, it gave the groom time to prepare the couple a new home. Two, it gave the bride time to complete certain purification rituals and to demonstrate that she was sexually pure and not carrying another man's baby. Proof of paternity was very important in Jewish law, so much so that a divorced woman or a widow were not allowed to marry for 3 months so that they could prove that they were not carrying their former husband's child. Third, unlike many other cultures at that time, the Jewish culture did not expect a young girl to leave her parents' home in the morning and lie in the bed with a stranger that night. The betrothal period gave the couple plenty of time to bond under the strict supervision of the parents. Though they lived apart, the community viewed them as husband and wife. So to end a relationship during the engagement period required a written bill of divorce. And if either one of them engaged in sexual relationships with anyone else, it was considered adultery and could carry the penalty of death by stoning under the Jewish law. When the groom finished the home he was building, and it was time for the home taking, the groom and the wedding party would arrive at the bride's town, call the bride to join them. The wedding party would then lift the couple into the air, carry them to their new home, and the family and the guests would celebrate for up to 7 days. During the betrothal period, between the vows and the home taking, Jesus was conceived by the Holy Spirit in Mary's womb.